However Muslims break their fast this Ramadan, they're probably paying more for it than last year. Some of the reasons are the same everywhere. Shockwaves from the war in Ukraine, for one. But in economics, there's rarely just one reason for anything. And what's happening locally can make a big difference.
उसके बगैर अफ्तारी इनकम्प्लीट होती है, पकोड़े हो गए, इनके बगैर तो अफ्तारी इनकम्प्लीट ही होती है। लेकिन अब की दफ़ा जो है हम एक दिन बना रहे हैं पकोड़े, एक दिन नहीं बना रहे हैं, स्किप कर देते हैं। क्या करें, हालात इस कदर महंगाई की तरफ बढ़ गए कि हम मजबूर हो गए हैं कि अपनी चीज़ों को खुद ही रोक लें।
Pakistan is the world's top importer of chickpeas. A quarter came from Russia. The war disrupted supplies and raised prices. Other food prices are up too.
कि तकरीबन इसके अंदर 10 से 15% और बाज़ चीज़ों पे तो 20% तक की प्राइस बढ़ गई है जब से यूक्रेन वॉर हुई है। और अगर आप इसको पीछे एक साल में लेके जाएं तो फिर तो आपका जो है तेल की प्राइस में बहुत ज़्यादा फ़र्क आया है क्योंकि
Cooking oil prices are going up everywhere because Russia and Ukraine are top cooking oil exporters. But that's only one factor. Vegetable oil prices were at record highs before the war. One reason for that is supply chain problems from COVID-19. Like when Malaysia closed its border for COVID, that cut off migrant workers from its palm oil industry, and that slashed production, which lowered the supply globally, and that raised the price. And that's one reason why fried iftar treats in Jakarta are more expensive.
Jangan bulan puasa ya, maksudnya kalau bulan-bulan biasa sih modal keseluruhan sampai 500 cukup sebelum naikkan harga. Sekarang bisa nyampe 750, berarti selisihnya 250. Jadi keuntungan kita pasti berkurang kalau kita nggak naikin harga gorengan atau dikecilin. Kita kan dulunya gorengan nggak segede gini, agak gedean lagi.
In Egypt, the price of meat for bamia has gone up, partly because the price of feeding animals has gone up. Before the war, global feed corn prices were climbing because drought in South America cut supplies. The war made things worse for Egypt.
Egypt used to import a lot of corn from Ukraine. And now farmers are witnessing a significant increase in animal feed and corn. So because of that, there is obviously a much higher increase in meat, poultry products, which are the main dishes of Iftar.
In Turkey, too, the price of meat for taskebaba is way up. The price of everything is way up. Inflation hit 60% in March. Food price inflation was 70%.
Yani bazen müşteri fiyat sorduğunda göz temasından kaçıyorum ya.
In Turkey, local conditions are making the global situation worse. The country was in an economic crisis before the war in Ukraine started. The value of its currency is sinking, and the country has gotten more dependent on imported food in recent years. And that food now costs more because the currency is weak.
İşte en bariz etkisini biz dövizde görüyoruz. Şimdi dövizin artışı ise yine az önce söylediğim gibi o üretim-tüketim dengesinde dışa bağımlılığın yüksek olduğu ülkelerde bir anda fiyatların hızlı bir şekilde artmasına neden oluyor.
In Nigeria, the price of rice in a pot of kunu is up.
One of the factors that has continued to contribute to increase in prices of food items in Africa is the rise in price of fuel, number one.
Farmers everywhere are dealing with more expensive fuel. It costs more to run tractors. It costs more to transport products to markets. But Nigerian farmers have another big problem. There's an insurgency in the north that's displaced more than 2 million people, including Bintu Ali's family.
Boko Haram ya riga ku kore mutum. Baka yi saka je noma ba. Baka yi saka yi ba. Yanzu a haka mun da muna nan muna tunanin tsofaffin mun da gida. Saboda ko itace haka ba wanda ya isa je kawo sai da sojoji za a tafi daji a kawo itace a ba tsofaffi. Ni da ina maka magana wannan babana da mamana yanzu suna arewa.
With farmers fleeing their land, production is down, which means higher prices in the markets. Ramadan is ending, but high food prices probably are not.
We were already in a situation that was very delicate, and this just added another shock.
The full impact of that shock from the war in Ukraine is still working its way through supply chains, along with all the other factors that are raising prices around the world. It's hard to know when those prices will stop increasing, but experts say it probably won't be soon.